Hello everyone, welcome to Anna's Drift and Thorns to the Goth garden. Today I'm doing the things you have to do a lot when it's really hot, meaning filling some more water in the water tub for the horses. I do have two horses that I love. They are born here on the farm, and they are from a breed called North Swede. It's a native breed. What I have been doing since we talked latest, it's not much, because the weekend that's just gone, this is recorded on the 30th of June, the last day of June. The last weekend was the hottest weekend in Sweden, summer weekend in Sweden for years and years. And in my area it went up to approximate 34 degrees Celsius. I digress. I cannot calculate it in my head into Fahrenheit, but 34 Celsius. I survived because I have a quite old house. It's take time before it gets warm, so I survived. What I've been doing in the garden is mainly, I will show you. You see here, this is elderberry that I have been cutting down from up here, because the elderberry who stands just behind the fence, this one, and the other one, had made so big sprouts, so it actually hanged like almost 2 meters in over the bench. So I have been cutting it away. Otherwise I've mostly been watering the garden in the mornings so the plants would survive. But see here, this was really lovely earlier in the spring and early summer. But what happened? Yes, it's in a pot. And I thought that in a pot the plants would be more safe from the Spanish snails. The snails that most popular in Sweden is called killer snakes. And why? Well, why? Because they kind of eat everything that is nice, you know. It's here. See? You see? And I found like 3 big snails here. Yesterday evening I found 3 big snails there. And then I went, I did a check around in all the Goth garden and a little bit around. And I collected 82 big snails. And I had to get rid of them, of course. But last year I kind of collected over 4,000 snails in the season, and I haven't counted them this year, but they are bad. What I am going to do here in the garden in the few coming days is kind of doing some decorating, because you see here I have these lovely stands, 2 of them, Here I have crystals hanging from both of them. I'm thinking I bought some decorations. Maybe I change here, or I let the new decorations hang from a tree. You know, I got a lot of big trees hanging over the garden. I will show you one. This is a pond, and you see if I go up, here is a big tree, and here is actually also a tree who have a fairly low branch hanging down. And what am I thinking to do with that? Well, me, I was going shopping a few days ago at a plant shop who is rather famous in the southeast part of Skåne. That is my area in Sweden, South Sweden. And that is a place that is called Eklaholm, and it is run by a man who is very good with flowers. He's been on TV and is rather popular, and he lives outside a little town called Hammenhög. And he got a shop on his farm, and he has decorated it, everything really lovely. And I never have been there in my entire life, and this shop has been there for like 6-7 years. So me and my mom decided to make a little outing there. And what did I get? Yes, now I will show you. You see here this alluring, oh, never mind the dragons. I am going to check out later today where I can put up 2 more dragons, but whatever. This is actually Halloween masks that I use for decorations. Very cheap ones, very lovely ones. You see here this alluring little bag. What do I have here? Okay, let's see. I got 2 very kind of sweet, and let's see if I can get them out. They get stuck in the bag. It's little dragonflies on a spiral thread. You see, I hold them here along the pond. You can see here, and they are made of metal with glass pearls. See if I can get a good view of it. It bounces. Glass pearls, metal spirals, and the wings are metal and some kind of greenish glass. And I thought that these are really they're cute. They're a little bit too much maybe goblin core or fairy core, maybe not so goth, but since they are also red and the green on their wings are kind of, you know, the kind of spooky green that they have on witches on Disney's movies. So I've been thinking I will put up some strings up here, and maybe these 2 dragonflies could just hang here, one a little bit lower, one a little bit higher, and when the wind blows, the spiral will make it fly around here in the corner of my goth garden. And well, it is very rare that I find something that I want to buy in plant shops and decoration shops, but these were really cute. I will I hold them in my hand here so you can see a bit how big they were. And well, they were not cheap. See, they're lying there with my dragon mask. They were not cheap, but they were not really expensive either. They were about 13 euro each, and if you bought 3 of them, you got 3 for now let's 30 euros. You get 3 got 3 of them for 30 euros. They also had a version on a stick that you could put in the ground, and a version you could hang on urns and such, and maybe on a fence. But and those, they had them in all kind of different colors, but the hanging one was with the spirals. The only ones who was left was the goth ones. So we bought 3. One was for my mother, she wanted one, and I got the other 2. Maybe I go there and buy more later, because they were really cute. Something else with the garden now is that the lobelias, the surfinas, I think they call surfina, the dark purple ones and the black ones now are starting to get really nice in these black urns that I put on to the fence. Up here they are fairly safe for the snails actually, and that is really nice. Over there you see how I mounted one of the dragon masks. Sorry for shaking. Well, and well, it has been very hot here, and so it's basically I have been watering things, or water, and do I have any further plans? Yes, later this week, me and my mother, we are going to another shop in the southeast of Skåne. We are going to visit a place that make garden statues. They make garden statues out of concrete. They don't have this model. This one here is a vintage. My little bulldog is a vintage one that I got on actually a Facebook Marketplace several years ago. And I am really hoping that they might have a little statue there that will fit perfect here in the Goth garden, because I would like to have something that is maybe a little bit edgy, maybe a little gargoyle maybe. I don't think they have any demons, but hopefully a gargoyle, or maybe a little dragon or something to put somewhere in the garden. And because it's really difficult, I think it's difficult to find things that is not online, and I do prefer actually to be able to touch, to lift, to investigate, and to check out if it's good quality or not, or if I really like it close by when I really can watch it. And yeah, what to do, it's I'm kind of hesitant to order especially expensive things from firms that I don't know anything of on beforehand. So that's why I do like to find things in shops, and also go thrifting, which I will do also a little bit. But since I really sucks on editing movies, I try to broadcast everything in one row, and I really hope it works out and it will be good. And yeah, at least you don't get any AI with me in this my little channel. Here you get some views of my urns while I am rambling about thrifting and such. But yeah, the garden stuff is growing. The garden is alive. Here is slugs, snails, and apparently also foxes. They took all my chickens like a week ago. I'm still really sad, but I will not buy any more chickens until I am able to build a 200,000,000% safe coop for them. You see the pond here, it's really nice. Little pondy wondy. So this is everything from me. I have to quit talking, not because I have nothing more to say, but the horse's water bowl is kind of getting filled, I think. Just have to see how much it's on there. Yeah, it's getting filled now. Just have to see. Yeah. This water bowl is, by the way, 400 liters, bit over 400 liters. So it's kind of drunk fairly quickly now when it's so hot in the garden. The thing is, the horses could be out on the pasture, but my black horse, she absolutely refused to get into a horse trailer. And she was really nice, easy to load, until she was about 4 years old. And then she suddenly refused. And the thing is, if I take them out, if I can kind of drug them or something, I can't get them home again. And so they stay here at the farm. I have some small parcels with grass, so like once a week they get a day of grazing. But basically they eat hay and have a rather sterile paddock with no grass. I can see if I can make a little hello from the horses. Hello. Here we have one of the horses. She's the naughty one who doesn't want to be in the trailer. She's called Elektra, and she's half sister to this chap here, who is called Iodon. And they have the same mother but a different father. And they both are born here on the farm. Yeah, that's everything from me. Anna's Twigs and Thorns, a little goth garden in South Sweden. And I hope you enjoyed this actually rather long video from me. Normally I have like all the big content videos are like 5 to 10 minutes, and then I do some shorts also. And well, see you all another day, and have a lovely summer.